Okay, this one's called Breaking the Board. It's not on your homework, but it is a great one to add. Now, if you are having difficulty with balance and you have to hang on, you could do this one-handed. But for those of you who can do it without and are able to be mobile, all you're gonna do is you're gonna have the noodle over your head, so this is just a half pull noodle. As the noodle comes down, your knee goes up. So it's just everything together, and you need to feel that physical hit. So it's hit, hit. Now, if you don't feel that physical hit, that means you're chasing after it. So your knee and your hands are coming down at the same time. They need to do opposite. Hands are up, leg is down. Then everything comes together. So knee is bent, arms come down. So knee up, hands down, knee up, hands down. So then you could take a step and walk around. It's a great one. It'll get your heart rate up, so it kind of checks off all those boxes. Okay, with this exercise, when we did it in class, we actually added some rhythm to the tapping. So we've been doing toe taps. What this allows you to do is stand on one leg for a little bit longer while you're tapping with the other foot. So I want you to get used to that. Those of you who are still hanging on, that's okay to hang on and do this. But we added some rhythm to it. So we had a little timer and we were going tap, tap. You can put on a song or anything and just keep the beat, because rhythm is good for your brain, and it's a little bit more enjoyable when you can do it to some music. Then we added something like bump, 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 and we crossed over and we went. And you guys did so well with this. So if you have to hang on, you can have a stick and hang on, or maybe it just goes. So you don't have to go as fast as I was going, but it just adds a little bit of fun to it. You know, eventually we're gonna get you up and down, but even the toe taps allow you to be on that one foot. So make sure that you're incorporating this. Okay, for this exercise, it's polishing the floor around a target. So you can either put a target on the floor, or like we have here, we have a wood floor with lots of knots in it. So we use the knots as our target. And then if your balance is not ready for this, you can hang on to a countertop or anything while you're doing this. And then just pick your target on the floor, put one foot on a washcloth, and you're gonna circle around that target. So I have one right here in the middle. I'm going around it. Now, as I go around this opposite leg, I'm standing over here. I'm not putting any weight on this leg, but I'm gonna bend my knee and straighten my knee just slightly. So as I go around, I'm bending my knee. So I'm actually doing a one-legged squat, bring it around, and I straighten up. So I'm around and I'm straightening up. And then, you know, for those of you who don't have to hang on, go ahead and use your arms. And then you do it one way, and then you're gonna go around the other way. So I want you to do 10 times in both directions, and then switch, and you're gonna be putting all your weight on this leg and doing the same thing with this leg. So that is a really fun one. It's a little higher advanced one, but it's something that's interesting to add to your daily workout for balance. All right, we're gonna talk about jumping or hopping. So this is a 2-foot hop that maybe we could progress to a 1-foot hop. So how you start out is by doing it really safely. You have your countertop, and maybe you can't hop because you have a bad back, or you have osteoporosis or arthritis in your feet. All of those things, I get it. There's always something you can do though. So you're gonna have your countertop, and what you wanna do is just start out with some squats. Now my feet are a little wider than hip width apart, and I'm hanging on and I'm going into squats, and make sure you're not tucking. You're back in your heels. Your sit bones are out like you're gonna sit on a little tiny chair. So you're warming up your hips, and then after you do this 30 seconds to a minute, you're gonna go up on your toes and then down hard on your heels. You know, as hard as you can without pain. So as you come up on your toes, as you come down on your heels, and continue into that squat. So it'll look like this. Okay? So now if you're gonna hop without hanging on, say your balance is pretty decent, you're gonna swing your arms, get your arms back as your hips go back. So you're swinging, 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 and then your next one, as your arms come up, you jump up, so it'll go. And you land on your toes and roll back to your heels, getting you ready for that next jump. And you continue doing that. So the other jump that I want you to kind of explore is side to side. So you're just gonna start out shifting your weight back forth with a little hop. And you're gonna keep getting that out further and further. Wider feet, until you're able to do some hops. But it doesn't start like that. It starts out itty bitty, just back and forth. We've been practicing our weight shifting. So just back and forth, you can put on some music, get your feet out wider, get your knees up higher. Pretty soon, before you know it, you're hopping. And then you can go get those knees up and push off. Okay, so that's a progression for hopping. That impact on your bones is good for your bones, but it's also good for your awareness of space and just feeling like a more powerful mover. So check that out. Be safe. Hang on when you need to, okay? Thank you so much.